Hello, BookTube. Welcome back to my bookshelf tours, and we're on the floor again because this table here is my contemporary fiction. This is whatever can't fit on my desk that we looked at yesterday. This is where they go to sit here, pretty much. And so let's start. There's literally no rhyme or reason to any of the books here. I just literally dump them here. Like randomly, we have um, Abby Jimenez. Yeah, we have her big three books that I absolutely love. We have Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and Just for the Summer. Some contemporary romance I absolutely, literally adore. I haven't read Say You'll Remember Me because I'm waiting for The Night We Met comes out and I'll do both of them together. But we'll see how we go with that because I've heard some hit and miss things about it. Next, we randomly have Talia Hibbert. This is the oh my god, I feel so old talking about these books because these used to be big book talk books, but no one talks about them anymore because they are literally now prehistoric. But I have Act Your Age, Eve Brown, Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Absolutely adore these. I love them so much, and so I have them still. And the reason we're starting off with two random bits of romance is because right here, this table-ish thing is romance where I put all my romances. It's an intense stack. There's many piles, so that's going to be the next place we go to in this bookshelves tours. It will take a while to get through, and so we have romance here, then down here there's another shelf, and that's where all the Georgia Hare is, and that's going to be a fun one to film. But anyway, let's keep going with this. We have some shark books. We have The Beast by Peter Benchley, of course. Here he is on the back. This is pretty much Jaws, but with a squid instead, and it's so fun, and I love it so much. There is a movie of it, and it is quite really good. Then we have, of course, The Meg by Steve Alton, one of the greatest books ever written, in my opinion. I don't have any of the sequels, but I really should. And then you've seen these books go around. We have, of course, Jaws by Peter Benchley, we love. Then we have Jaws 2. This is the movie novelization of Jaws 2. I love Jaws 2. I do think it's a better movie in terms of like Chief Brody's I can't remember his actual name, I forget. But Chief Brody and his whole subplot of just losing his mind, I absolutely adore. Even if the death's a bit overdramatic, but I love the novelization. So I have it as an ebook, and then I have an original used copy of it. And then because I love Jaws, I've got Jaws the Revenge. This is Jaws 4. They never made novelization for Jaws 3 for good reason because it's not that good. But yeah, Jaws 4 is where we get voodoo. We get a shark that travels from like New York to the Bahamas. It's its own thing, but it's not really that good. And I thought maybe the novelization would somehow redeem whatever the train crash that was Jaws 4, but it really doesn't. And then I do have another old mass market paperback of Jaws, but that's on my shelf because I've been filming too, so I can't show you that, but you've seen it in like hundreds and hundreds of videos. Then we have God Knows by Joseph Heller, an old mass market of it. We have the Hannibal novels by Thomas Harris, some of my favorite books ever. I reread Red Dragon at the start of the year. It's one of my favorite books ever, literally. Silence of the Lambs, probably my least favorite of the Hannibal books. It's just never done anything for me. I think compared to Red Dragon and Hannibal, it just is lesser, I feel like. And then we have Hannibal, which is still probably my favorite of the three books. I even love the ending. I'm one of those weird people. I don't own Hannibal Rising because I don't like it. It doesn't exist in my mind. Then we have one of the greatest modern books ever written, and we have Ducks Newburyport by Lucy Ellman. Absolutely adore this book. I've talked about it literally non-stop since I started my channel. And then we have some books across the side here. We have At Swim Two Boys by Jamie O'Neill. This is a big hardcover of it. Gay, coming of age, Irish, absolutely loved it. And I need to check out more by him because I've always heard so much. Then we have some Douglas Stewart, his novel Shuggy Bane and Young Mungo. I adore Douglas Stewart. I discovered him last year, and I can't wait for his new release that comes out sometime this year. I'm so pumped. And even though his novels I feel like are starting to read the same, I'm still hoping he'll do something different with his third novel just to spice it up a bit. But we have that. Then we have Mary Doria Russell's Dreams of the Day, which I haven't read yet, but I really want to. I want to own everything by Mary Doria Russell, so I'm slowly getting there. But in terms of what I've read from her, I've only read Sparrow, Children of God, Epitaph, and oh my god, what's the other one? Doc. So those four, but I do want to get to her other novels as well. Then we have Lionel Shriver's Big Brother. I haven't read this one yet. I loved We Need to Talk About Kevin, so I found this one here. So I want to get to that soon. Then we have Booth, of course, by Karen Joy Fowler. This is about the Booth family. What's his name? Junius. I forget. I can't remember who. I don't know my American history, but the guy that shot Booth, Abraham Lincoln, that guy. This is about his family. It's incredible. I'm amazed that when it came out, it didn't win as many awards as I expected it to, but again, just iconically great historical fiction. And then we have a bit of a jump. We have Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I'm saving this because I've read this before, but Mama Needs to Read Romance. She's doing a big year-long reading of the Jane Austen novels, and March is going to be Pride and Prejudice, and then April you can do like a spin-off or a parody novel or watch a movie of it, anything related to Pride and Prejudice or that novel of the previous month. And I'm going to reread Pride and Prejudice Zombies because I just came off a reread of Sense and Sensibility Sea Monsters, which was so fun. I actually really enjoyed it. Maybe even a bit more than the original, but I'll process that a bit more. And then we have White Teeth by Zadie Smith. It's a classic, what do you want me to say? It's so good. I haven't read anything else by Zadie Smith. I just haven't found any of her. Then we have, speaking of Mary Doria Russell, we have Doc, which is really good, and Epitaph, which is incredible historical fiction. Absolutely adore it. Then we have Anno Dracula, of course. Probably the best writing of Sherlock I've probably ever read, even more probably than the originals. We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Sylvia right there. And then we have, last one for the stack is Wonder by R.J. Policio. I read this as a tween actually, for school, and it was traumatizing for me at least because some of the disabilities a bit too close to home for me when it comes to August and his sister, and but I absolutely love the novel and absolutely wept my way through the movie version. It was it was a really tough movie to watch for me. But then the last things we have on this contemporary table-ish is my stack of Agatha Christie, because I used to have her somewhere else, and I was like, I'm going to go through my Agatha Christie's and kind of just keep what I like, because I like Christie, but I never really go to her as much. I think because I just have Georgia Hare and she done mysteries, so I can't just stick to that. But I'll show you what I have of her. I do have these in the pretty hardcovers too. I just find these at up shops and whenever, like literally I don't pay anything for them. So we have the ABC Murders, Murder in Mesopotamia. My favorite one, Cards on the Table. Absolutely adore this. This could be my favorite Christie. Death on the Nile. And then there were none. The Caribbean Mystery. Yeah, that. Then we have her debut, The Mysterious Affair of Styles, which is really fun. The Big Four. Murder on the Orient Express. We have The Man in the Brown Suit. We have 7 Dial Mysteries. Murder at the Vicarage. And then the last one here is the Stratford Mystery. And so those are some of that's pretty much all the Christie I have. I am on the hunt for her own biography her own memoir, sorry, that she wrote of her own life. That's like the only other thing by Christie I really want. But yeah, so that's all the books I have on my contemporary table. We'll move on. The next two will be starting romance, and that's going to be literally its own thing. But yeah, let me know what you think about the books I've talked about today. And yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.